This is Dead and Back, The Zombie Crisis, Book 2, written by George Magnum, read by Jack. Chapter 1. The light of the television flickered and danced on Derek's face as he watched the news broadcast. A lower third graphic scrolled across the screen. Emergency broadcast system. Tense, he leaned closer to the television. In the days that surrounded his own survival, Derek had seen very little news footage, and only local news at that. For the first time, he was getting a look at the crisis from the national level, and he was stunned. A malnourished man with deep eye sockets pushed himself up next to Derek. He had bitten his fingernails down to the flesh, and he was still biting. Everybody knew him as the neighborhood mailman. Oh my God, the mailman trembled. It's everywhere. The network news desk was a disaster. Papers were scattered across the floor. Ted Storm, an anchorman in his mid-30s, was slumped over the news desk. His blue dress shirt was wrinkled, patches of sweat staining his armpits. The visage of the well-groomed and civilized journalist was gone, replaced by the stark reality of an everyday man whose eyes were watery with shock. Seated across from him was the show's guest, an overweight man of about 60 years old, with a gray beard and eyeglasses. Neatly groomed, he wore a three-piece suit and bow tie. He crossed his arms snugly against his chest, calm and assured. A flashy graphic bounced on the screen. Martial law declared. Epidemic spreads globally. FEMA emergency shelters overrun. The surrounding television crew and staff had fallen apart. The television image shook, and a guy's voice, somewhere out of frame, shouted, "Keep the camera fucking steady, asshole." Ted Storm's eyes darted as he patted his hair and did his best to appear presentable. It was useless. He started the broadcast with a weak and shaky voice. Our guest is Dr. Christopher, consultant to the Centers for Disease Control. Dr. Christopher, you have been repeatedly saying that this event is viral. What known virus can have such effects upon a human corpse? To make a corpse get up and walk? To attack and devour people? Dr. Christopher's voice had a deep southern drawl. I did not say this was viral. You keep putting words into my mouth. He turned and looked into the camera, as if to directly address the viewers. What I have said, and I have said 100 times, is that there is a reasonable explanation for all of this. What reasonable explanation can there possibly be? Ted Storm demanded. Dr. Christopher remained calm. I'm tired of you interrupting me, sir. If you want answers, then remain silent and listen. You call yourself an expert? Ted Storm.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?